During 18th century, cars running on various power sources like steam, electricity and gasoline were experimented. Cars running on steam failed as these cars needed steam to be maintained at high pressure for a long time. While on the other hand, due to limitations of storage batteries, cars running on electric power failed too. As these two options were not viable, gasoline and diesel were the only alternatives. The gasoline and diesel powered cars require a combustion engine. As external combustion engines were impractical, internal combustion engines were used in 99% of cars. In the beginning of 19th century, peoples in developed nations started becoming more curious about cars. Thus the demand increased. To keep up with such high demand, mass production of internal combustion engine cars started. Hello everyone, I am Varun and in this episode 2 of the series, we are looking at the monopoly of IC engine cars in 19th century. In 1901, Ransom Olds started large-scale production line manufacturing of affordable car at his Oldsmobile factory in Michigan. This idea was more expanded by Henry Ford in 1913. He developed the world's first moving assembly line for cars at Highland Park Ford plant. This resulted in Ford assembling cars in 15-minute interval, which was much faster than the previous method, increasing productivity. The success of Ford in automotive industry was dominating and it quickly spread worldwide. Ford expanded in France, Britain, Denmark, Germany before the end of 1925. Soon many companies followed Ford and established their own assembly line production method. Not because they want to, but because they have to. By 1930, around 250 companies who didn't adopt such production method disappeared. Development of automobile technology was rapid due to hundreds of small manufacturers competing to gain world's attention in 1920s. In this period, development of electric ignition and self-starter for quick engine start, suspension for comfort, and four-wheel brake for rapid stopping were done. In 1920, General Motors came up with General Motors Companion Make program. It was done so that buyers could move up as fortune improves. It was introduced to bridge up the pricing and design gaps in General Motors brand. The GM product ladder started from price-leading Chevrolet to more luxurious Cadillac. Reflecting to the rapid pace of change, car manufacturers started adopting the policy of interchangeability. Interchangeability basically means exchanging parts for better productivity. For example, in 1930, cars sold by Cadillac used cheaper mechanical parts made by Oldsmobile. This resulted in reduction of cost of manufacturing and increase in profits. In America, during the Great Depression of 1940, hundreds of American car manufacturers suffered and eventually was shut down. By 1940, only 17 American cars manufacturers survived. In Japan, car production was limited before World War II. Most of them were producing cars by partnering with European companies like Isuzu with Wholesale and Mitsubishi with Fiat. Companies like Toyota, Nissan, Suzuki, Mazda and Honda shifted from non-automobile business to automobile business during 1950s. Toyota, which once was a loom company, shifted into automobile manufacturing and eventually led on to become the largest automobile manufacturer in the world. After 1950, automobile sector was booming and cars were getting produced at a very large scale. But increase in the number of cars working on gasoline and diesel were causing a great environmental damage. In response to this, automobile emission norms were established. The first automobile emission standard were enacted by United States in 1963. It was due to the Los Angeles smog problem. Japan, Canada, and several European nations followed soon. After 1980, automobile sector was continuously hindered by environmental issues due to pollutant emitted by cars. Due to such environmental issues and increase in the prices of gasoline and diesel, car manufacturers were looking for alternative power source. At the beginning of 20th century, the development of high storage capacity batteries resulted in the rise of electric cars. IC engines are still the major power source for cars, but due to the shift of many companies to electric car manufacturing and the rise of new electric only car manufacturers like Tesla, made it sure that the monopoly of IC engine cars is soon to end.